Three, two, one.
Hello everyone, this is Rolled Out. It is an indie marble roller that went into early access back in the spring, and it has already sort of accumulated a rather active custom level community, and that is what we're going to be showing off today. There are four of us here. I am Susie. I speedrun this game. I also make custom levels. I'm going to be running the Summer Surprise Collab Pack. And then second in the relay, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm up second. I'm Slosh or Waylord, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be running the Super Rat Pack. That's pretty much it. Third, do you want to go?
Hey, I'm Helix. You all probably know who I am at this point. I help organize this marathon. I will be running Rat Venture.
And up fourth, I'm Namb0, and I'm going to be running Death of Physics.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. A lot of good variety in all these levels. A lot of very creative concepts. But before we get started, we had a bid war to choose which character is going to get the honor of being placed inside a ball and launched around at high speeds. Who won that bid war?
Let me refresh one more time. It was Rook the Field Unit.
All right.
Rook's first time being shown in a marathon.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, absolute creature. So,
Absolute field unit.
100% friend-shaped.
I'm ready to go. So if everyone else is ready, then someone want to give a countdown?
I'll do it. Alright, on go. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right. Are you ready? So the first thing you're gonna notice that I'm doing a lot at the start of levels is I'm like moving diagonally. That's because this game pulls inputs in a square instead of in a circle. And so basically when I'm moving diagonally I accelerate faster, so that's good for going fast. Also I'm going to try to like hit things and go airborne a lot because higher top speed, less friction, faster acceleration, so I just go faster in general. Are you ready? Give a little bit more sort of explanation of this pack. This is the Summer Surprise collaboration. It was created by Lizard, Rillabelle, Retrop, and Zona and released either late spring or early summer of this year. It's 50 stages. I'm going to be skipping some of them using warp goals, which are essentially goals that are harder but let you skip levels. This is the first stage that has one. It's kind of inconsistent though, so I might not get it, and if I don't get it I will just play the next stage because retrying this stage would take a long time. And oh wow, I just straight up died. Nice.
Oh, we're trying the stage anyway, that happens.
Yeah.
The ruthless goalpost.
No
It's
kidding.
there and back moment, as we in the business say.
So all of us actually are taking warp goals. It's going to be a little bit different for the last run, Death of Physics, but we can explain that when we get there.
hmm
I hit the edge of the thing. Alright, I'm just gonna play sweeper. That's not a terrible time loss because this is a fairly short stage.
Yeah, not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot how the stage works.
Oh no!
Oh no!
This estimate's pretty generous, luckily, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got 4 people here, even if one person happens to tank it. I think the other 3 have got things covered.
Yeah, and the next few worlds generally go a lot better than Tranquility. This is sort of one of the parts of the runs that I'm not as good at.
Alright, the person who does the worst is banned. Kidding. I'm kidding.
The stage, there are stairs, but they're actually not stairs. They're very tricky.
Stairs?
Yeah, that level's full of japes. Think you're gonna go up a stair step, and then it's like, no, you're going up a gravity floor instead.
Oh, I bonked on the first platform on Lemonade Season, so I got the slow version. But that's fine. It only loses like 5.5 seconds compared to the IL record, so
5.5 seconds. Jeez.
yeah.
Another fun thing about this pack
Crazy
is that
IL.
this was I believe the first custom pack ever released for Rolled Out.
It was
Yeah,
the
like
first
the
like
first full
major
pack.
one.
Yeah.
Lizard released one that was before this that was 11 stages, but it was more a compilation of standalone things that he had released earlier.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Hmm.
This stage is really neat. It's a seesaw but in reverse, hence the name Reverse Seesaw. These walls are positioned really well, so you can just move smoothly.
Reverse seesaws like that will be very relevant in Death of Physics.
This stage has a warp goal on it that I'm not going to take because it is so ridiculously hard that only one person actually goes for it and runs.
Can't even
Hi.
imagine.
It's a little bit of a theme with a lot of custom stages and rolled out, is they like going crazy with the warp goals a lot of the time.
Oh, I can't believe I saved that.
Wow,
That was
good
awesome.
job.
Alright, so this one looks like there's sand, but it's actually very quicksand. I will fall right in if I go too slowly over that. This one has a neat little skip.
I love this one.
Gonna do the fast version of this skip. I sort of picked it up from watching Slosh run this category. So that's another one.
Ricochet skip is so much fun.
Speaking of so much fun, skips, there's this stage. I just sort of do that, bounce along, straight into the goal. That's a pretty good IGT for that one.
Well done.
A lot of simple fun in the very well-placed geometry and these kind of things.
Yeah. This stage is really neat. The camera doesn't always play nice with it, but it's still a fun stage. Coming up
Stage
on...
always reminds me of a pinball thing.
Yeah. This stage... These corners are pretty stressful. Wonder what this stage is called. There we go, 21's not bad. I'm gonna do a little skip on this next one.
Are you ready? Get rolling.
Gotta be my favorite thing about ball rollers is watching people perform skips on the stage using decorative objects.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason the objects were placed there. If I remember correctly, Lizard made that level and just hoped that someone would eventually be able to use those decorative pyramids for a skip.
That's so cool.
Awesome.
I like
Playing
this level.
This
I think
stage...
Stage is
really cool.
freaking massive.
Yeah. I love these like giant spinning cylinder type levels. So now we move into Foggy Mountains, and this stage has a really interesting usage of this game's wind mechanic. Just sort of pushing me upward to gain speed and height. Yeah, that was... I went too high too early.
Yeah, this stage feels like a little bit of a trade-off because the longer you spend inside the cubes, the slower you go, the more you're guaranteed to get your height to get to the goal.
Yeah, but also if you go too high too early, it doesn't work out as well. This is Broken Path. This is the first stage in the run that's like, in my opinion, that's like hard because it's a hard stage instead of like having a hard strat. I know there's an IL that Slosh goes for that's even harder than that. I don't. This is a fun little skip. Hopefully I get it first try.
Nice.
Cut it kind of close there, but got it. Speaking of fun little skips,
Oh, this is awesome.
got it.
Oh yeah.
Nice, first try.
Okay, Windy Heights, massive gauntlet stage, themed around wind. One of my favorites in the pack. I'm going to go out of my way to pick up that green coin there because it's filling. Picking up coins increases your focus meter. Does anyone want to explain what focus mode does in this game?
I got it. So, focus mode, you can press a button, you know, whatever you have bound to activate focus mode, and it makes the game go in slow motion. That's it. Coins fill your focus meter. They also give you extra lives. You can tell how much focus meter someone has, well done on that level, by checking the bar in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen next to the minimap.
And also when you're airborne, focus mode gives you a trajectory indicator.
Yes.
though that's not relevant on any of the stages that I currently use focus mode on in this pad. What?
Whoa!
I can't say that. Okay.
Dang.
That doesn't usually happen. I won't say it's never happened before. It has happened a couple times, but it is a very rare occurrence.
Also,
one thing
you're
about-
seeing- You go.
I was just gonna say that focus mode is a little bit of a trade-off because you can use it to slow down the game, but you know, we're speedrunning and slowing down the game is literally just going slower. So you gotta be a
Yeah.
little conservative with when you're using it.
We do time everything with in-game time in this game because in-game time works very well. But the timer keeps running at full speed even when you use slow motion, so it is a trade-off, like Namb0 said.
Yeah. So that stage that I was just on, that's like a really heavily speed control based stage. It's called Wiggle Room, even though you don't have much wiggle room. So the name is a little strange. Speaking of names that are a little strange, we are playing Rolled Out, right? Why is it called Rolled Out when you roll out of the not the goal and roll in the goal? That just sort of, I don't know, with all due respect, that feels like an oversight or something.
I'm losing my mind, and I am losing my mind even more because you just nailed Ledge Demon Red Goal first try.
Demon Red, one
That is
try.
You're welcome.
Perfect example of focus mode. Even with focus mode, I can attest to the fact that that is still hard to do as heck.
Susie made that look way too easy. We didn't hype that up at all. That was like one of the hardest things that we're gonna be.
Okay, going into this, okay, I just totally messed up Double Taurus, but going into this run, I was like telling Slosh, please do not acknowledge how hard Ledge Demon is.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what you were going for, and that's why I didn't say anything until after you got it.
Okay, Turntables is a stage that sometimes just sort of randomly decides to kill you for no reason, so I'm glad I got it first try, even though it was not necessarily the cleanest. Also, this
Yeah,
game has
that's
a quick retry button. I can just press a button and retry the level.
It's so nice. I love that.
I always forget that it has that.
This stage has a warp goal on it that I'm going to go for twice because it is a little bit inconsistent. That is a really high bounce. This is not the sort of bounce that I usually get.
Oh, so close.
Little too high. If I
This
pulled,
game's oh sorry.
if I had pulled back a little bit more, I probably could have gotten that.
Yeah.
This game's physics system is completely deterministic. At least I think it is now. There was an update recently where they made it all work the same way every time you do it. But the thing is, with just the general human inconsistency of like how you play any given level, you're not bound to get the same type of collision twice on any given thing.
Yeah,
If you're
especially
not,
since
Make some kind of setup.
yeah, especially since that level has so many moving parts and it's so like long and complex. This stage used to be, wow, okay, that was pretty good. Used to be possible to just hold up and get red goal on that stage, like guaranteed, but recently there was an update to the way the game handles certain types of animations, and so that stage doesn't have that anymore. This stage has a warp goal. If I get it, that's nice, but if I don't get it, I'll just play the next stage out because the warp goal on this one is really hard and really inconsistent like that, and I'm generally pretty good at this next stage. It's not a particularly short stage, but it is also not a particularly hard one. It's more just like intimidating looking.
It's very cool to show off.
Yeah. You get to choose which order you play these 3 different obstacles in, so you can choose to specifically play the most stressful one first, so that you can play something that's a little bit less intimidating by the time you get to the end.
Yeah. So I prefer to take this part with the wires and seesaws last because that's the nice chill one. And now I'm already on to Haunted Grounds, the last 10 stages of the pack, and these are the hardest. Sort of master, though the first few aren't as hard. Ooh, I got the cycle skip, nice. If you move really efficiently between those bumpers, you can sneak in before you get the green path.
Are you ready? Roll.
Nice. That was a pretty good
That was
IDP
a
for me.
clean wave.
Yeah, that was really good.
That last stage and this next stage are a perfect example of how a collab pack can have different creators' styles showcased really well. This stage is a massive like speed stage where you're constantly going really fast, jumping through hoops and stuff, and the last stage was one of those very, very elegantly, simply put together stages with like, you know, 1 or 2 obstacles and that's it.
I thought I died during the jump part and almost like just reset.
It's the scary thing about the quick retry.
This stage is not particularly hard, but sometimes I just fall off. This stage has way too many rings on it. I'm gonna do the green goal. Okay. I mean,
Oh
what?
my god.
What?
that just happened. Okay.
The goal decided that it wanted you to finish.
You didn't come to the goal came to you.
Okay, so now we're coming up on the last 3 stages of the course. These are the 3 hardest by far, starting with alternate ascent. This is my favorite in the whole run. This is just this giant mountain of a stage. There's this raft that I ride on for a little bit, and then I get off, do some obstacles, and then I get back on the raft. But the thing is, I have to do the obstacles quickly enough, because if I don't, the raft will just leave me behind. So I have to be sure that I'm moving correctly, and you see it's sort of stuttering. This is a stage that hasn't handled that update particularly well that I was mentioning. Sometimes it will launch you all the way up to the end of the stage and you can finish it in like 30 seconds, but I'm not specifically trying for that because it's not like consistent. So I'm just gonna play this stage out and take the like potential time loss, because there's also a chance that it would have lost a lot more time to reset to try to get that skip. Coming up on the last part where I end up actually... Okay, so that's the last that I used the raft, so now it's just like the static obstacles. It says some really interesting uses of spring pads. There's one, and here's the last spring pad of the stage, on this last curve, and there we go into the goal.
You just flew through that.
Good stuff.
So since I'm coming up on Wobble, does anyone want to explain how pause strats work?
So, basically, when Susie pauses, they will be looking for a specific frame, maybe a specific range, judging by the timer at the top of the screen, and then basically just use that as a good timing to hold an input. You can't really rebuffer 2 specific frames in this game like you can in Monkey Ball, for example, because you are locked out of pausing for a second after you pause. So it's really just gathering information, and then based off of what frame they get, they could do something afterwards.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
That Susie is using it.
Yeah, so basically the stage has one of the older and more well-known pause strats in this game, and I'm just doing it pauseless.
Yep. Second try it too. It's just...
That's crazy impressive.
Yeah.
Alright, so
That was really solid.
That was a really good run.
Yeah, 1607's not bad. So that's all for me. I'm gonna hand it over to Slosh to run Super Rat Pack.
Remember to share your screen, Slash.
Yep, I'm getting that up.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, that should be working. I gotta just make sure real quick that I'm on Rook. Like I am.
If we do have a moment of downtime, I do have some donations, if I can blab about those.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this would be a really good time.
We have $15 from Clay Dragon Games. No comment, but thank you. And we have $10 from Rillabelle saying, woo!
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 Nice. Alright, so, yeah, I'm gonna hop right on into Super Rat Pack if someone wants to give a quick countdown.
I did it last time. Someone else do it.
I'll do it. 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so this is Super Rat Pack, or SRP for short. This is 40 stages long, all made by Epic Mark. And this pack actually originally was 25 stages long, but recently decided to add some more stages. Add some more stages. What happened there? Add some more stages and gave some revisions to some of the original ones, and just all around took the pack from being a solid pack to a really solid pack. We're not playing this stage. We don't need seesaw training, although apparently the game is telling me that I do. Because I sort of landed on a bumper after smacking the goal, which is not fun. I don't recommend it.
Sounds like it would be a fun setup for a stunt.
I'm gonna just sit on the spring pad a few times. That's literally all you have to do to finish upwards. Just hit it 4 times, air boost like crazy. Oh, nice, I got the red coin.
Yeah, probably worth mentioning that spring pads in this game add to your previous height from each jump. So if you land on a spring pad from higher up, you're getting way more height out of it, and that's why you're able to perform stuff like that, which just abuses a 1 bounce pad to skip over a massive portion of the level.
I hope everyone viewing likes trees, because Rook is gonna just go sailing through the tree on balanced waves.
Also, Slosh, you mentioned air boosting a moment ago. So basically what that is that if you make a diagonal input while airborne, you sort of get more distance and you stay airborne for longer. So it can be used to sort of like make jumps that you couldn't make otherwise, basically.
Yeah, it is really important in some spots.
This stage is really neat. Really creative use of conveyor belt and sand.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it takes the high friction of sand and then has it force you to the side.
Alright, so this stage has a warp goal. This is one of the most luck-based warp goals in the game, because as the name implies, you're in a giant tower ricocheting off of tons and tons of just objects thrown around. But we got it first try. Let's go.
Nice.
Go!
That's such a stage.
It is so easy to just get bonked and start hitting all of the like slanted walls and just build up so much speed to the point where you can't slow down enough to get into that green goal. Nice. This is actually a stage where I will be utilizing the trajectory indicator from focus mode that Susie mentioned. Looks good. It's not good. I am on top of the last tumbler. I am everything's fine. Everything is a-okay.
Oh my god.
That was amazing.
The lineup really did look fine to me at first, and then I think as soon as I dropped the focus mode, I think I adjusted in the opposite direction that I should have.
Work.
Yeah. So yeah, this stage is called Drop Tower. I dropped off the tower a little too early, accidentally. Now here's Roller. This green goal is just about the hardest strat in the game. First try, let's go.
Nice.
And now, another fun little strat on rails. Oh no! I got a little too hasty. Normally what I want to do is on the platform right before the slanted upwards rail here, I just went along the rail, not in the rails. I prefer to like slow all the way down so that way I don't get a funny bounce off of the rail and fly sideways. Which does happen a lot if you're not being careful enough. But now Rook is going to crawl on some walls. Fun little use of sticky floors.
Are you gonna go for the red goal here?
I'll give it a try. This red goal is extraordinarily difficult. Because you have to... I died on the green goal, that's not a good sign. You have to drop onto an extraordinarily narrow beam and get all the way across it to the sticky floor. It is definitely... I was about to say it's definitely the hardest warp goal in this pack, but now that I think about it, I'm not sure if that is the case because of a stage that we'll be seeing later on called Drums. That one's got a fun warp goal. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just go with the green goal.
That is so thin.
Yeah.
I forgot how thin that is.
Yeah, the red goal, really only views Masters of Wires as worthy of going through it, and unfortunately, wires are not my strong suit, so we're gonna just be taking the green goal. It's not that much of a time loss. Assuming that I don't get absolutely bodied by this stage, which was happening in practice, so... This stage, the name really speaks for itself. All of these platforms are slanted. We gotta get across all of them. This is the hard part of the stage right here, because sometimes Rook just is like, ooh, there's an abyss down there. I want to go there. But...
there might be something cool down there, you know?
Yeah, there might be some red coins down there to fill up that focus meter for later.
Never know until you check.
Might be a Fallout plane down there. Have to retry the level.
Yeah? You never know.
Oh yeah, I always forget Blast Off is a stage that's at this point, because it used to be the first... Uh-oh. Okay, wind is doing things.
Oh, the wind. That wind is supposed to help you get back on the final slope when you're landing the level casually, but because the ball trajectory was kind of whacked off, it was more detrimental than helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a setup on Blast Off where if you just stop making any inputs right before Rook goes over the red coin on the mini-map, then you will just fall straight into the goal without having to do anything, but I messed that up twice and had to make some adjustments. I'm going to utilize focus mode on the Journey green goal wire, because that has wind on it, and it will push you around, and it is not friendly.
Curved wire with wind. Wow. Stage has some neat little portals on it.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
We do have fun with portals on this stage. You can have a little fun with portals as a treat.
I love portals.
Well, I have good news for you. This is stage 25 tube slide, and it has no portals on it.
Just a whole lot of ice.
Oh my god, that looks so fun.
This looks like outside right now where I live.
Going for the green goal. Got the height.
Like a banana blitz.
I got the height, and okay. I gotta retry because the stage that tube slide skips, the camera will just randomly decide it wants to kill you. I am going way too fast. I cannot believe I was able to cut my speed enough. Usually on tube slide, I want to go like as fast as I possibly can, around like up to just about the second loop-de-loop, and then just slow all the way down. Oh my god, I cannot believe I... That cycle skip, I found last night, and it is extraordinarily inconsistent and difficult.
Yeah, he was practicing this for so long and got it like 3 times.
The industry first trying a marathon.
Of course. Naturally.
It's that
Little
marathon
practice
buff.
room left.
So this is a stage that used to have only one goal. Now it has two. I'll give the green goal a try. But if I die on it, I'm going to go for the blue goal because the stage it skips it's janky, but it's not hard. This stage is incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice. Let's go.
Ah, that one is so hard. And we are coming up on the final two worlds, right on after concentric bowls. Alright, nice. I was able to land on top of the bowl. That's really good. I landed in the bowl. I cannot believe that I got that.
Very well
bounce.
done.
Awesome.
Oh my
I thought I was gonna bounce out. Usually that's what happens when you bounce that close to the edge when it's still, like, 90 degrees on its side. But, bumper shuffle is a stage.
You have to be very patient here.
Then you have
Now
to be
another-
even more patient after that. This is a little bit more of a rush, though.
Oh god. That stage is more stressful than it is hard. Cause it is very easy to get out of line with where you need to be sitting as the bumpers are shuffling past you. Alright, that's it for the cycle skips on spinners.
Good skips.
It is
Now-
way harder than it looks to stay on these rotating rails.
Now I'm going
Yeah,
to
that's
use
good.
a lot of focus mode for this. There we go.
Nice.
That last transition is one of the hardest things in this game for me to do unless I'm using focus mode. If I'm using focus mode, I pretty much always get it. If I'm not, I pretty much always die.
You're
Were
really
you mentioning Drum's red goal earlier, or warp goal?
Yeah, I didn't go for it because that is an absolute monster of a warp goal. Because there are another 3 drums after the blue goal, which is the one that I took. But the second drum of those 3 is constantly rising.
skip.
So you have to sort of balance on a spinning drum as it's moving upwards, which is incredibly difficult. So it's honestly safer and in the long run faster to just take the blue goal and play Detour. But yeah, we are coming up on the end of this pack. Only 3 stages to go. Going in circles really speaks for itself. I cannot believe I just did that. No one saw that. I certainly hope.
Oh, what?
You are still rolling out of the goal. and
Oh,
rolling
no.
in the goal.
Oh no,
no.
I'm stuck.
No.
Okay, so the thing is, the goal is spinning away from me. So getting stuck in that little trench is going to lose me a decent amount of time, which is a little bit unfortunate. I've actually never had that happen. Oh, I thought that I bonked. Oh no! I did bonk! Damn, this stage is not my friend today. It was my friend last night. It was my friend this morning. Now that it knows I'm in a marathon, it's like, oh, no, no, no.
It was mad at you for nailing that other stage earlier first try.
Yeah, I guess so. Gotta even the
Other
playing
states, there were a
field.
lot of them.
There's also an IL on this stage where you start going a little bit on the circle and then you turn around, and you pretty much clip over the barrier wall and fly straight to the goal, skipping the entire stage. But it is extraordinarily difficult. I hit it once in like 45 minutes, and I've never hit it since, so that's definitely a strat that I want to be able to use RTA, but I don't see a way that it will be RTA viable ever. And
crazy gravity usage.
here's the final stage, final exam. Utilizing aspects from all of the stages that were originally in this pack before the Heavenly Chamber portion. So we don't need to go down all of the paths, we just need to go down 3 of them, which is fortunate because this is an incredibly long and challenging stage, just doing 3 of them. So if you had to do all 6, it would be just an absolute monster of a stage.
In the original version,
Where's the last one? Over here. Going with the ice.
You did have to play all 6, but then there was also an IL that was really, really flashy and really fast. Also.
Ooh, this is not good.
There was a massive skip, and honestly, it was on its way to being RTA viable before the update.
Yeah, I think it was. I know Slosh did it.
Yeah, I personally found that strat to be easier than playing the stage out normally.
I don't even blame you. Yeah.
All right, and that is that's Super Rat Pack. 16 is really solid. Overall, I'm really happy with that run. Yeah, that's all from me. So we can throw it on over to Helix with Rat Venture.
It is my turn. Let me know when I'm on, and I will get started. It is my turn. Let me know when I'm on, and I will get started.
We don't currently have any donations for me to read off in the interim, which is a shame. I want another good excuse to say woo again. This is a very woo-worthy game, in my humble opinion. And I will take a moment to remind everyone that the bid war for Madeline's costume is still open. Cat is still in the lead, but consider Bunny Madeline.
Alright, and with that, it looks like I am on, so let's get things started. I'll give myself a countdown because we got to get this going at 3, 2, 1, go. Rat Venture. This pack was made by Soocy, who's here. And it is quite fun, in my opinion. Lots of gauntlet-type levels. Sort of lots of strings of obstacles, basically. Obviously, you know, we're not going to see a lot of those until later in the pack when it gets harder. One of the hallmarks of this pack is that it has 5 different stages called acts. So, you know, Act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are all played. None of them are skipped by warp goals. There are some pretty sick warp goal strats in this run. There are lots of cool gauntlet skips shown off in this pack. So I'm excited to get there and show them off. There's the first warp goal of the pack coming up right here. It is a green goal. I'm going to try to bounce off this wall, bounce here, go in the goal. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, that was awesome.
Nice. If anyone is sort of disappointed, like, oh, they wanted to see what that stage 5 was, just wait because you will see it later.
Alright, Frozen Slope has a warp goal that, in my best run of this, I actually forgot about. And I missed it. Let's go.
Yeah, the Frozen Slope warp goal is not the friendliest because of those little icicles that are at the top of the ice cave goals. They can really mess up with your falling trajectory.
Oh, okay. Bad bounce there from that wall.
People found that warp goal, like, independently.
There we go.
Nice.
That wall can be a little bit mean. It was meaner before an update. Alright, here is Act 1.
The first of the gauntlets.
Yes. This one is, you know, not too intimidating, I say, as I die to it somehow. Let's go. It really isn't. It really isn't.
Yeah.
You'll see. This pack gets much harder.
Even on easy stages, it's just really easy to make a tiny slip up, and it's like, oh, that tiny slip up now lost 30 seconds because the stage is huge.
Yeah, that's...
Especially when you're going for, like, a strat, you know, because it's always going to be something that is going faster, and you have to react faster. And...
That's the risk with gauntlet levels. That if you die at the end of them, you're losing so much time. I'm gonna go for sort of a cycle skip here, basically. Get this clip. Nice. Get on here. Wait a little bit.
Nice.
You can skip both, but it's really inconsistent. I'm not gonna go for that in runs. And that's a warp goal there.
Just kind of chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just hanging out there in midair. Frozen Peaks. And there is a warp goal behind here.
Around the back.
I am not very good at this one. Oh, this looks great, though.
That was really
Nice.
solid.
Yeah, that
That
alignment
thing
was
is really, really
picture
steep.
perfect.
You need to make sure you're cranking a full diagonal while you're going up that thing in order to make sure you're making progress.
Nice job messing up Bouncy Hallway. There is yet another warp goal right here. This is probably not going in. Yeah, okay, well. Normally I'm able to turn around and get in there just fine, but not that time. It's alright, though. Oh, rat in a box. This one's fun. I guess it's a field unit in a box right now.
Yeah.
Fun fact about this game is that every character, except for Rook, uses they/them pronouns, and Rook is she/her.
Nice.
Morris is also currently the only character in the game, Morris the Rat, who has sound effects. I'm sure this will be changed eventually.
Yeah. They have
Yeah,
a
Rat.
really good voice.
Mm-hmm. Here's Act 2. We are halfway through the pack at this point, even though this is only Act 2. Well, at least in terms of level count. The levels do start getting longer from here. Fun little skip right here.
Oh,
Nice.
that was
Stylish.
awesome.
That is really hard.
Yeah, I I think there were some doubts about that one being RTA viable, but I made it work.
Oh, this is a good stage.
Oh yeah, Katamari is really funny. I love this level. We are in Unreality now, the Unreality background. You don't see this one very often. It's not used yet in the vanilla game. There are no levels in it. You don't see it used too often in custom levels either. I shouldn't hit these panels because that happens.
Bye.
That's why those panels are dangerous.
Thank
Sorry,
you
I
for the
had to.
showcase.
I had to.
It's very important.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Seeing everyone's reaction to dangerous panels when this pack first came out was so amazing because no one expected the wind to just launch you to outer space.
Yeah, like everyone was always expecting it's just a Fallout.
Yes, first try.
Oh,
Nice.
That's basically the IL strat.
Yeah, that strat's really hard.
Yeah, there's so much going on in that level, and I just played none of it.
It basically consists of like components of every stage in the pack that comes after it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here's Museum. There is a really cool skip here to just get on top of this level and go to the red goal. It's not easy. Okay, I will not even get over there. You do have to play a bit of the level first, which I kind of like. Though it, makes missing it quite a bit of time loss. Alright. Looking good. Oh, I was actually a bit far left. Okay. Noted.
Getting
At least
on
I
top of the
like-
museum.
Yeah. Literally just hopping onto the roof of the museum. Don't try this at home.
As one does.
As field units do.
This skip was also not found until after the pack was released. And it was harder in the original version of the pack, but got
Mhm.
patched to be a little bit easier because it's really cool.
Thank you for that. Yeah, well, that's one of the coolest skips in the game, in my opinion. A big reason why I wanted to show off this pack in a marathon. Here's Act 3. You can see that these levels are starting to get pretty hard, but there are only 10 remaining after this one. Oh, that was
Just wait,
scary.
wait for stage 36.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Good save. Nice.
That was a scary Act 3.
Spooky.
And now we're on to sort of the master portion of the pack. These stages are significantly harder than the others.
Yes. Normally I can take that directly to the goal, but that's fine.
Nice backup.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, here's the hardest warp goal in the game. I would really like to go over and get this red goal. That's not gonna work. But these icicles are very thin. Use some focus mode there, and second try. That's really good, actually.
Nice.
Second try for that is very good.
That's multiple bounces on curved ice surfaces that Helix just got second try. That's very impressive.
And the stages that red goal skip are absolute monsters in the difficulty department.
Yeah, I literally like can't back out of it either because I have not practiced those levels. So I'm glad I got it.
Well, you probably could have taken the green goal safely because impulse rope isn't that bad. All right, big
Fair
stage
point.
here.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
I need some ooh woos in chat. I need some ooh woo donations.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Okay, that level was actually kind of hard because, you know, just thin rails. So that was not bad. Whirling chessboards. This one used to be called, I think it was Chess Sandwich Tornado, and I'm so sad that it's not called that anymore.
That's a legendary stage name.
Alright, only 3 levels to go. This one is very cool. Lots of skips going on here.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
This level's just a giant stack of
Oh,
sections
no!
of wormhole pieces.
Hate it when that happens. Yeah.
So they're just gonna use the fact that it's a stack of wormhole pieces to drop into lower wormholes, gain a bunch of momentum, and just yeet across the level.
What the heck? I hate that.
Ah,
I don't want to play this first part. Like, I can, but the skip is cooler. I just found that skip today, by the way.
lots of
so
last
that's-
second discoveries.
Yeah. I think
Alright,
that's,
there we go.
like, last 24
No!
hours discovered
Stop!
for both of us.
It was
For
too
all
far
of us.
left. Alright, you're getting to see lots of this one. Luckily, I played the beginning of this pack very well, so we have plenty of time here.
Yeah.
All the runs seem to be going pretty well.
Yeah, the estimate for my section of the run was 20 minutes, so plenty of time.
Yeah, you should be totally fine on there.
I'm second guessing myself there because it has owned me now, and now my confidence is gone on that section. I could just play the level, but like that's boring.
We're here to speed run.
Exactly. Y'all are here to see the skips. Like that. There we go.
Whoa!
All after going through the goal.
I've seen that before, and it still catches me off guard.
Yeah! Alright, Singularity. This is the hardest level in the pack. This is probably one of the hardest levels overall in this entire showcase.
Yeah.
One of. I don't know if it's the hardest. That might go to something in Death of Physics. I don't know.
I think this gets harder than anything in Death of Physics does the endurance.
It might.
Yeah, I think, like, in terms of intended routes, Death of Physics has some harder stages, but in terms of, like, how you play it in a speedrun setting, this is probably harder.
Fair enough. Death of Physics is going to be so cool to showcase, by the way. Like, I am so excited to see a speedrun of that. I actually haven't watched one yet.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I know. Okay. And that's it.
Nice.
Cool. One more level. My section of this run is almost over. Act 5.
The box.
The box.
I love giant boxes on stages. They're such nice pieces.
Yeah. There's this
Lots of
ominous
victory.
feeling of what's in there.
Yeah, there's basically like a whole nother level inside that giant box. Yeah. Lots more obstacles to go
See it, though.
once I get inside the box. So. Gonna build up lots of speed here. And you're not gonna see anything that's inside this box. Because we're gonna skip all the way to the goal.
Yo!
Nice.
Nice!
First try.
Beautiful skip.
I got a 12. That's a pretty solid time for Adventure. 12:11.
Yeah, that's very good.
All right, and yeah, there's Red Adventure by Susie. My section of the run is over. Let's swap it over to Namb0.
Heck yeah. Just let me know once I'm ready to go, and I'll be good and going.
Before those physics rest in peace, I do want to say we do one donation of $10 from Spoos Cow, and their comment is, "Woo!
Woo!
Heck yes! Thank you."
All right, I think we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna just do the self countdown again. 3, 2, 1, and go. This pack is called The Death of Physics. It is pack made by Lizard Liliel. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but
He was in the chat, actually.
yeah, exciting. This pack revolves entirely around creative usages of 3 different mechanics. And those 3 mechanics, the first one you just saw, are anti-seesaws. The second one is fallout volumes, which are these little red laser things, which if I touch, I will die. Hopefully I don't end up showing what those do. And then the third mechanic is gravity floors. Nice, efficient introduction on the first 3 stages right there. And little skip on this one. Or not a little skip, but just like a little fun little gravity platform moment.
That's a really neat stage.
I absolutely love creative usages of gravity platforms for both cool level mechanics and skips, and this pack has no shortage of them. One coming up pretty soon is one of the actually hardest skips that I do in this whole pack, this stage right here, Inertial Madness. I'll just let the skip speak for itself. First try!
Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
Incredible. Oh my god.
That was awesome.
I hadn't
No
seen
way.
that skip until today. I was just blown away.
I hadn't seen that skip until right now.
But yeah, got a little bit of casual stages coming up here. You just gotta get across the fallout volumes and gravity platform stuff. This stage is a little bit of a puzzler. Oh, I almost just fell off of that. Oh god. Oh no, we're good. We're good.
Nice.
Got a little bit momentum for a moment, but managed to save that. That's good. But yeah,
Getting wild at Midwest Mini Fest.
a lot of these earlier stages in Death of Physics use each of the mechanics of, like, you know, seesaws or anti-seesaws, or, you know, gravity floors or fallout volumes just on their own. But then as you get further and further into the pack, they start to combine different mechanics together, which is really, really cool. So some of the later stages make some really, really clever uses of some of these things combined together. This stage right here is notably the only stage in the entire pack without either an anti-seesaw, a gravity floor, or a fallout volume. And even then, it has its own weird creative usage of seesaws, which is these weird double-sided ones. It's actually the jankiest stage in the entire run, in my opinion, because sometimes they'll randomly start tipping really, really far in a diagonal direction. This is really scary, but luckily it didn't get owned there, which is nice. And whoop, just gotta get across that.
This stage might be a good opportunity to explain warps in this pack.
Yeah, so this stage uses warp goals differently than most other packs do. Whereas warp goals were skipping stages in the last 3 runs, the warp stages here are set up in such a way that you're actually playing more stages. So if you get all 3, or I think it's 3 of the 4 warp goals in the first like 30 or something levels, you unlock the extra set of like 10 or something levels at the end. And then there's if you get all 4, you unlock some secret stages. And this is an all warp goals run, so I'm going to be taking every quote-unquote warp goal I can get, which really just means I'll be playing all of the stages and taking all the hardest goals, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, it's really a brilliant implementation of sort of a feature that isn't fully in this game yet.
Yeah, little side effect of that though is you'll notice the stage count in the corner is kind of going haywire. You know, there's 74 for that stage, and now we're gonna be on what, 105? We're not actually skipping like 30-something stages. I mean, in the game files we are, but that's just because there's like 4 different duplicates of every single stage in order to make this whole format work. Because you are technically skipping stages, but Lizard set everything up in such a way that like you're playing more stages just in general. The route works that way.
This pack is so creative in so many different ways, and Lizard has put so much work into it.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, this gives me an opportunity to go for a fun little thing. Let me try this just once.
Oh yeah.
Oh. You can.
No.
It's a little bit janky,
Oh,
but
no.
you can
I
get
see what you're
sent.
trying.
I'm not gonna try that again because I'm not really that good at it. But you can get absolutely sent to the goal by just kind of like flinging off of that spike. It's really, really cool, but really, really inconsistent because the way gravity's detected just makes it hard to manage on that stage in particular. And coming up on this stage right here is one of my favorite stages and skips in the whole run. This stage, you have to like go above these gravity floors with enough speed to make these gaps. But then after doing that twice, I'm just gonna say goodbye to the stage. And just, oh, I goalposted.
Oh no!
It's okay, it's okay. Not that long
Of
of a
course.
stage.
Yeah, you'll get it for sure.
Yeah. I have a little bit of a setup of like when I need to start kind of holding down and when I need to start aiming for the goal. I just kind of just missed a little bit there. It's a little bit of an awkward goal angle. When you're playing with all warp goals, the theme of this pack actually shifts to the unreality theme, which I'm in right now, and you saw in Helix's run before. That doesn't happen if you're taking non-warp goals. So, one little interesting note about that is that the goal shape is actually different in unreality than it is in VR. It's a little bit harder to get to. So that death on the goalpost wouldn't have happened if I was in the VR version of this stage. Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
This stage right here, just like, oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, go on, go on.
I was just gonna mention that that stage has you jump over these massive gaps by rotating the gravity with the ramp that you're using to make the jump, which I think is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, this stage is really cool.
It's very improv-y, so I have to kind of figure out where to land after that initial throw. Whoa! Almost fell off.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Wow. Okay, that was so
That was
skillful.
really clean.
That was amazing.
Are you ready?
This level right here, low orbit, just like the stair stage from before, requires me to kind of hover above the gravity floor because this game checks for your gravity in a line below the ball. And so I need to make sure I keep myself above the gravity floor, but not too far because then I'll, fly out of orbit. If you touch the stage there, you die. Like, the stage just runs away from you. A very hilarious way.
Yeah, it's very funny looking. The stage just leaves. It's obviously not ideal because then you can't finish the stage, but...
Ah, it just fell off a little bit.
Start.
Wires are not my strong suit either. This stage is a little bit of a wire choice thing. As you can see, each of these buttons are kind of getting rid of that type of obstacle. So I purposely play the stairs last because they let me go a little bit straight forward. I'm going to go back on that. That was not very clean. Go, 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 go. Okay. That's like the scariest stage in the run for me. You lose a bunch of time for any individual death.
Yeah.
Let's get ready.
But pretty soon we're going to be entering into the Warp Goal exclusive stages, which you only get for taking those 3 Warp Goals that I took on stages earlier, which might have been kind of hard to notice just because, like, the goals are pretty much the same color for the most part, and these stages just fly by. I'm surprised that I'm already this far into this run right now.
Yeah, this has been a really great run.
Gotta not jinx it. So this is actually normally the last stage that shows up in the base game. And normally it's not even a stage, it's just like a little goal that's right next to you and it tells you, this is the bad ending. But we're going for the good ending here where we beat all the stages, so. We're getting into the exclusive stages starting with this one right here. Cool little skip.
Are you ready?
These anti-seesaws on this level are really janky because they're so strong in the middle that they just kind of bounce you instead of lifting you. So it almost looks like I'm just bouncing off a spring pad whenever I hit those, which is pretty fun.
Ready, set.
And
Maybe it's motion sickness machine.
yeah. This stage, there's no, like, you can throw yourself at the stage and get to the goal, but it is so hard to manage your gravity on these things. Like, even when playing the stage casually, that it's not a thing that I could do in runs.
Clear.
But there's still plenty of cool gravity shenanigans to come. Particularly, the second to last stage in the run is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Ready, set, roll.
This stage is just a straightforward wire when you really get down to it, but the gravity and general like shape of the stage kind of pushes you to the sides a little bit, making it a little harder than it looks. Oh my god. Cheeky little skip at the end. No! Ah, so close.
Also, I just want to say, this pack visually is so amazing.
Oh yeah. All these stages
like-
are modeled really well, and the texturing looks great, and the effects on the Unreality stages are awesome.
Yeah, like I saw a little bit of the stuff that Blizzard was doing in Blender when he was making this pack, and like the layers of everything is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, in order to get like these visual seesaw effects on top of these things, you have to like layer multiple things on top of each other. Very, very tedious to do, but looks really, really nice in the end product.
Yeah, I absolutely adore the presentation of this pack.
And here
Oh,
we
this level
are
is so
on
sick.
my favorite skip of the run. This level is ginormous. It's like a giant speed stage where you're getting chased by this fallout volume, again with the mixing of mechanics. But Peter and I, Peter's just being a monkey ball runner, ended up finding this crazy skip on this stage. And here that skip is.
Oh.
Abuses these two gravity platforms to kind of get yourself rotated into the goal. Am I going to make that? Oh, just barely missing.
No.
It's such a far jump. It's really hard to tell whether you're got the trajectory until you're like right there. Another thing that can happen on this stage that's a little bit annoying is every once in a while you'll get just completely owned by the goalposts and there's nothing you can do about it. Which is very unfortunate, but usually doesn't happen, so... Oh, I missed! The skip is so hard. I gotta just get in the zone and nail this. This is the second to
I think
last
this
stage in
is-
the run, though. So
This is also like everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
It's such a good stage.
So also because of the like advancing wall of doom, I like calling this stage the Pepsi Man boss level.
okay, that looks like it's in.
Looks good.
Let's go!
Nice.
Oh my
Well
gosh.
done.
So
What an amazing
clean.
And time for the whole relay happens right after I enter the goal on this stage. This is the last stage. It uses all three mechanics together, but you don't get to see most of them because I'm just going to kind of go wee and into the goal.
Oh wow.
Nice.
What? I didn't know that.
Nice.
That stage is so hard casually too. That's time. That is
Yep.
the entire relay.
That is 28 seconds off my personal best. That was a really good run.
Wow.
That was
amazing.
so good.
GG.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I am really glad that we did this. This was so much more entertaining and so much cooler than I could have imagined.
Yeah.
Thank you, Namb0, SloshW for doing this with me. Thank you all the creators of these packs, Soocy, Lizard, Zona, Rail, Retrop, and Epic Mark. I believe. I think I got everyone.
Yeah.
You should absolutely, if you enjoyed any part of this, if you don't have Rolled Out, first of all, go get it on Steam. It is only $20. And join the Discord. You can go to rolledoutgame.com and join the Discord. You have access to a bunch of stuff in there. There's general chat and whatnot. You can get updates from the devs. There's a speedrunning section. There's a custom level section. Custom level packs, they're continuing to just be pumped out. There's actually one in the works right now, another collab pack actually that is going to be released very soon. I may be doing a preview of it on my channel soon, at some point. With that said, we shattered our estimate. by
Oh my
like half
god,
an
yeah.
hour. So,
I think we all just had good runs in our own categories, and because each
Yeah.
estimate was like pretty generous, because we didn't want to like completely flop on
Yeah.
everyone else, it was just a combined wreckage of
Wait,
our
are you
gonna-
estimate.
Do we
I
have time
think-
for stage 22?
that's what I was thinking was, I think I'm gonna make an executive decision as admin of this of this channel, of this marathon, and say that we have time for some extra stuff. Maybe if there's even like an extra pack someone has practiced, that's like 20 minutes or less.
Uh,
I don't know if anybody...
Slosh, do you have pointless machines, or I have pointless machines?
I can run pointless machines. I need to get the stream back up.
My game just crashed. Might want to switch off my view.
Oh no!
I forgot I'm on the old version of this pack, I think, which like causes stage 22 to crash. I won't be able to show that
no.
off. Unfortunate. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't want to just like end this because we are literally half an hour before the next run
Mhm.
is scheduled
Yeah.
to go on.
We can
So
switch to Helix's view.
I'm not streaming.
Oh, or
It's
not.
my stream.
I've started up again, so I can run Pointless Machines real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Absolute worst case scenario, if we go over, we can just end it early.
Yeah.
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 So remember to screen share Slosh.
Point.
Yeah, remember screen share. I'm gonna ping our restreamer real quick.
Also, if you could, you could showcase stage 22, Slosh.
Stage 22 is very important.
Death of Physics. Stage 22. There we go.
Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food about hot eat the food?
Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food about how to eat the food?
It's a very...
Why do they call it oven when you oven the
This stage. Go in the goal. The goal.
This is the best stage of all time.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Nice.
Let's go. And then the stage just repeats over and over again.
Yeah, so basically, because Lizard had to put like multiple copies of the pack in the course file, then he needed filler stages, so he just did that.
Yes, so now I'm gonna show off Pointless Machines real quick. I'll just give myself a real quick countdown for effect. 3, 2, 1, get rolling.
Get rolling.
Get rolling.
This is a
You did the Fortnite strat?
yeah, Fortnite strat. So this is a 20 stage pack created by Sucy that's all gauntlet stages, and they are very hard.
No warp goals either.
Oh, it's been a long time. It's been like a week since I've done Fortnite strat.
Third is spring this on you. We just
This
no,
is all of our
we're
fault.
half an hour ahead.
Yeah.
We're too fast. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just go for the IL because I'm so out of practice in that. I'm gonna just try and drop onto this spring pad that's moving back and forth, and this is honestly one of the harder stages with strats in the run. So
Yeah, once you
one
get through
being
this
a
stage,
reset
you're pretty
point.
much... Once you're through the stage, you're in the clear for a while.
there we go. There we go.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Can I talk about how we did that entire relay in under an hour? The time
Yeah.
on the stream says 59:59.
Oh my
And that
gosh.
includes transitions, I think, right?
What'd you say?
Did that include transitions?
Yes, it did. IGT, we were way under that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, that was really good relay overall.
Alright, through Ripple. Mountain Range is one of the easier stages in this pack, but it is still fairly easy to mess this up, especially the ice. The ice mountain is definitely the hardest. I am in trouble now.
Yeah, so if you remember Frozen Peaks from Rat Venture, this is sort of the hard version of that stage.
Yeah, this is basically a remix of that.
Alright, we should be good now. There we go.
Pack, Sucy? I don't remember. I know
Huh?
it's recent. When did you release this pack? I know it's somewhat recent.
Let me check.
Okay.
Oh no, that's a bad start to Piston Run. I'm gonna just...
November 12th.
Okay. Yeah, so not even a
That's
month
pretty
ago.
recent, yeah.
A month ago as of tomorrow.
This custom scene is so active. This game's only been in early access for like, what? The
Since
majority of
March
a year?
23rd. Since March 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even a full year.
The fact that we have this many packs to run at this thing is crazy.
And they're all
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah,
None of them are bad.
they're
It's
all
awesome.
so solid.
It's such a good community. Like, everyone helps each other out, too.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Oh,
got
you
some
did the skip.
museum style skip going on here.
Let's go.
Yeah, with the huge, like, barrel of sand sitting on top of the wall this time. Like, hey, you know, please just jump up here.
Yeah, that would
Jump
be
on the
that'd be
wall.
so hard to land on if the sand wasn't there. This stage, I'm gonna sorta not play the second part of this stage because there's spring pads that I can use to just literally skip the whole thing, which is very handy because the second part of the stage is definitely the hardest. I'm gonna just
This is sort of a choice between like staying on the slow moving but easier raft versus doing the obstacles that are harder but they're faster.
Or you can take option C, which is the skip.
Yep. Alright, this next obstacle I'm coming up to is honestly one of the scariest obstacles in the run, in my opinion. I don't usually fall off of this, but it has happened. There we go, nice.
Nice.
What's 7? Oh yeah, perilous slide. I'm going to use a perilous strat and not play any of it.
Whee!
I love slide levels so much because of stuff like this.
And bounce. Bounce.
There we go, nice!
Nice.
Wow. That was awesome.
Followed up with another stage that we're not really going to play. This staircase is pretty abstract.
I've seen 4 people play that stage, and all 4 have completely broken that stage open in different ways.
It's crazy.
Oh, we got a fun little skip on this one. See, there are these panels that like slap you, and usually you don't want to get hit by them. However, asked.
That's another one of my favorites.
Bead.
This
Oh,
stage
I
is
found some-
crazy.
I found some awesome skips on scattered options. I need to run this pack. What am I doing?
This stage has so many like skips and cool things. You can basically you're supposed to like press
Oh,
2
no.
out of 3 buttons at the end of each of these paths, but you don't have to if you get creative with like bumpers and stuff. That bumper right there.
Yeah, I mean, you can... If you learn the layout of the stage, you can basically just freestyle it. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of inspired by certain Monkey Ball stages like Warp Dreams.
Oh, yeah. Warp Dreams being a stage in Monkey Ball Gaiden, the Super Monkey Ball 2 run there. This does resemble Warp Dreams a lot.
Shout out
a
to
little
both
bit
custom
smaller.
communities.
For real.
Just not even gonna bother with this entire first half of the stage.
Yeah, why would you play a wire when you can
Oh no!
that.
Ah,
Oh no.
Okay, it is becoming very apparent to me that some of these strats I need to be staying sharp at.
I mean, I literally just threw this at you, just said, hey, play a pack, so, you know. I don't think you can really be blamed here.
Yeah. You're
We
still
are
doing
too
well
good at
overall.
our
I mean,
own
first try Perilous Slide.
I might be locked in an unrecoverable location.
Thanks, game. I'm looking at the time, and we're still good.
I'm in the
Alright,
stage where there's the unrecoverable location message after you finish it.
wire stage to end all wire stages. Paperclip is an absolute monster.
I like it, but I'm like the wire master of this game.
And Paperclip also has 0 strats to make it faster. I could have gotten a huge cycle skip there, and I just forgot how the cycles work. Oh well.
Still a very solid whirlpool.
Yeah, 47 is usually what I shoot for in runs, so I'm really happy with that.
It's, I mean, first try, too.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, wires...
Yeah,
It basically gently swings back and forth. There are these glowing lines that sort of tell you where it's going to be.
You got kind of a ticking animation going.
Okay. That is one of the hardest stages for me, just because I'm not as experienced, like, with being crazy good on wires as, say, like Helix.
Yeah, I mean, you did that pretty well, too.
I'm gonna say, oh, I'm not that good at this thing. Completely nails it.
Like, you're selling yourself short a little bit.
Good skip on blocks and ramps. Oh, this stage, this is turnover. As the name implies, the stage kind of turns over.
What? No way.
I don't know, I've heard that it might.
I wonder what that button does. Should we find out?
What?
It turned the stage over.
I was not expecting that.
I don't get it.
Nice. Now we've got a couple of easier stages. This one has a fun skip on it.
Where we don't really play the stage. I say as I almost die in like 3 different ways trying to get the clip across.
The cool part about massive stages is they're so fun to get creative on and find ways to just destroy them.
Yeah.
That was the appeal of Rat Venture for me.
That's the appeal of, like, making large stages for me.
They're really hard to make, I know from experience.
Yeah.
Here's the namesake, Pointless Machines.
My personal favorite in the pack. A lot of cylinders, rings. I mean, look at these machines. There's no point to any of them.
Okay, nice. I beat the cycle out. Beating the cycle out on this wheel here is, like, saves at least 10 seconds, but I think it's closer to 15 because of just how slow the wheel spins. And I probably shouldn't have gone for that, but... And here's the final stage, Terminus. This is the biggest and the hardest. Yeah, I'd say it's the hardest stage just in this pack, just because of how long and how demanding each section of the stage is. The second section, though, we're not going to play at all. We're going to just drop straight down to the wormhole. I almost fell off of the rings, which has never happened to me before.
Well, it didn't happen this time, so it has still never happened.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So can I just point out how freaking beautiful this background is now?
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There was
this...
an update to this game recently that updated a lot of the graphics, and it looks so much better. It didn't look bad before, but now it just looks amazing.
Yeah, this world themed Desolation, this is probably my favorite world visually now after that update. It's just so mesmerizing.
Yeah, like, I like all of them, but this is, like...
Yeah, they're all really solid.
It's when you're walking straight towards that giant black hole. Just... Whoa.
Yeah.
Slide down this cone of ice, and that is Pointless Machines.
Time.
Nice.
Well done.
very good.
Okay, that was a really, really strong run, especially given
Yeah,
how
was.
much time I was sitting around on Outward Spiral.
Especially given having to play this on zero notice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bonus pack. Y'all got a bonus pack. We got 5 custom level packs.
Yeah.
I think now we know that if we ever do this again to reduce the estimate.
Yeah. I think we were a little bit generous.
I think I think all of our initial estimates total like an hour 25, and we sort of just decided an hour and a half to round it up, and turns out we didn't need that.
Rounding it up was probably a good idea, just in case, the transitions took a little bit long, but they didn't. Shout out to our tech team here at Midwest Mini Fest for doing incredible things. Honestly, the entire marathon, y'all have been killing it. Our setup times have gone so fast.
Yeah,
we're speedrunning this marathon. That's why we keep having to do stuff like this to fill time.
Yeah.
That was done really well. So yeah, shout outs to the tech team. Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to my fellow Midwest Mini Fest staff. Thank you all again for coming on and doing this with me. Friends, this was a really good time.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, like I said, go check out Rollair, go check out the custom level community. We should all probably plug our Twitch channels. If you enjoy this, go give us a follow. Mine is Helix13 _. Susie, what's your Twitch?
No one wants to go next.
I don't even. Is it SoocySR?
I think so.
I think that's what it is.
I
My
can-
Twitch channel isn't very important.
I can check.
You stream sometimes. Your streams are fun.
Where is your Twitch channel? I can't find you. Wait. I know I'm following you.
I'll look.
Where are you?
Find Susie's Twitch any %. Let's go.
Yeah, it's SoocySR.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go last. Nambo, you go.
Oh, okay.
My Twitch is Namb0, but with the 0 instead of an O.
Nambo has a run. Nambo has the next run. Y'all should stick around. It's monkey time.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one.
More ball roll in action, except the ball doesn't roll all the time, it instead flies. What?
Mysterious.
And
If you want.
and my channel is SloshW. I've not been streaming as much recently. I should. This was fun.
This was really fun. We all played so well too. Like we made these levels look so easy. They're not that easy.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a miracle that each of us collectively just had good runs in our own category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we probably should wrap this up. We're still a bit ahead, but that's all right. Stick around because Namb0 is up next.
And I need
one
that
final
extra time.
shout-out. One final shout out, actually, Baguette Restream. They're restreaming this event in French. So thank you so much, Baguette Restream, for the work you do to bring this event to a wider audience. We really appreciate it. Make sure you all are donating. This supports the Children's Cancer Research Fund. ! Donate in chat. There are plenty of incentives. We will be going all the way through Sunday night. So stick around, keep the stream up. Nambo's up next.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh woo.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh woo.